I've been a student of self-protection and self-defense for decades now. The topic that we're going to talk about today, I wish it hadn't taken me so long to figure out. Today we're going to talk about living one day at a time and the benefits of what comes with that. Let's get into it. So let's talk about stress. We're all aware of it by now, what it can do to us. It's in books, it's in the news constantly, it's in our YouTube feed. We talk about it with our neighbors and our loved ones, being stressed out daily. It can ruin our daily lives, it can ruin relationships, it can ruin our tasks that we have at hand, and it also clouds our judgment on self-awareness and self-protection skills. So how do we truly deal with stress? Again, there are millions of books written about this. But in my opinion, and this is from somebody that's been studying it for a long time now and trying to apply it to my life, the biggest thing that we can do about stress is to remember to live life one day at a time. That's easily said, but how do we do it? We're going to dive into how living one day at a time not only helps us with self-protection skills, self-defense skills, but also helps us with everyday living, our relationships, work, and much more. So we've all done this. You're working. All of a sudden a thought comes into your mind from 2 weeks ago, an event that you're at. Boy, I can't believe I said that to so-and-so. What are they thinking about me? What am I, a dummy? Or it's an event that's going to happen in the future. Maybe it's a job interview. Oh, what am I going to wear? What should I say? How am I going to get there? These things are normal, okay? And I'm not suggesting or telling anybody just stop thinking about it, because it doesn't work that way. Instead, you've got to say to yourself, it's okay that I'm thinking about this, okay? Nothing's wrong with thinking about it, okay? But it's how you handle it from there. You've got to refocus on that, on what's happening right to you right there and then. You've got to say to yourself, okay, that was in the past, there's nothing I can do, or it's in the future, there's nothing I can do about it right now. But what I do need to do is focus on today. I need to finish this email for work, I need to finish this chore that I'm working on, and I'm going to get refocused and live in the moment right today. Now, I'm not suggesting that you don't plan for future events. There's a time and a place for that. And I'm always a big person on writing things down in as far as plans go. Or anything that happened in the past, keeping a journal about things. There's a time and place for all that. But we need to remember, when these thoughts start to creep into our head, don't just try to push them aside, because more often than not, they'll pop back right into our head a few minutes later. Acknowledge it. Hey, you know what? That happened, but it's nothing I can do about it today. Today is today. And then move on with what you're working on. By living in the day, right there and then, we will have our best lives. We will be able to have a good work day. We'll be able to complete tasks. We'll be able to have better relationships. But more importantly than anything, our self-awareness to what's going on around us will be in a better place. And that is key for all of us. So the next time you start stressing about something that happened in the past or something that's happening in the future, go back to what you're doing right there and then and feel your feet on the ground, feel your hands on the table, okay? Recognize you're living right there and then in that day and complete that task. Okay, quick recap. When past events that you weren't happy about or you were stressed out about pop into your head, okay? Actions that maybe you wish you could take back, things that you had said, or future events, maybe an upcoming huge bill, large bill that you're worried about. Any of those things pop into your head. Remember, acknowledge it, but also go back right there then, right to the fact that, is there something I can do about that today? And of course, the answer to that is no, because today is today. Yesterday was yesterday, and the future hasn't even happened. Okay? Take a deep breath, ground yourself, go back to the task at hand, okay? And go back later on and journal it, okay? Or maybe put it into an event planner. But never, never forget that you're living in the moment in that day. Remember, if you do this, you won't have to solve all your problems right there and then. Because guess what? You're living day by day. It brings your problem list down to a much more manageable list. Not only that, you're going to have a happier life, better relationships, and your self-awareness, self-protection, self-defense skills will be that much better.